What a break it is. No way he's dry. And he isn't. This is a hell of a leave though for him. Crunch this. Really got a hold of it well. Cue ball's been left a little smelly. And yeah, problems wherever you look.
First frame in these matches are always big. This is going to make it even bigger. It's going to be a tactical exchange here. Or is there? Is Adam feeling aggressive?
Probably. I just wonder if he almost feels forced into it.
I mean, how's he dealing with either of those reds, let alone, like, they're so tough individually. Okay, solves one. That's a good shot. I don't think the yellow's in the way for a double to left centre. I don't know whether he can do it from here. I don't know if he can avoid the double kiss. She's still got the one at the bottom of the table as well. I think it's one of those situations where Chris will be quite happy to see him going here. Just
well, that is one, make no mistake. So it'll probably be the double, you'd imagine, because you can't really get too close to it with a cannon, I don't think. He's a little bit nowhere here.
yeah, not on the one at the bottom. Might be able to make the double from here. Doesn't look like it, in all honesty. I still think it's going to be a problem.
And all he's done by being aggressive is make yellows more available. Chris Melling, I don't think we'll see this as a particularly difficult chance.
Well, he doesn't have an opening pot, though. I don't think he's got anything on to start with. But I'm with you, the layout now Chris will be happy with. Oh, that's such a good shot.
That's brilliant. How good is that? Look at the cue ball. No reds available. And he takes Adam's red off the table. That is brilliant.
Adam can pot this red at the bottom, but can't do anything positionally.
Potting the wrong ball. So cue ball in hand for Chris Melling, and he can get to work.
The only thing Chris did do is the yellow he moved previously has meant there is a yellow below the 8 ball now. But it's not that difficult to deal with because you've got the other one next to it. So the question is how he's thinking about another loss of turn here. This is clever. This everyone talks about Chris and his shot making and his aggressive play, and this is the different side of the game. This is match play right here and now. And Chris is torturing Adam in this frame here, or was trying to. Didn't quite get the cue ball. Has he given Adam a sniff of anything?
Chris is still big favourite in this frame. Make no mistake about that, but Adam's got more of a shot here than Chris would have liked. This cue ball wanted to be below the yellow, not next to it. As it is, Adam's got some kind of shot. What can he come up with? Is he looking at the double to top left?
Yeah, the double coming across it, I don't think it's on.
It was
This
tough.
might go, might make this. Oh, if that just caught the cushion first, it might have gone off the yellow. Anyway, issue avoided for Chris.
Yeah, I think he's actually on his most awkward ball. Or is he going to still make Adam suffer? There's your answer.
He's left him half a sniff again. He's not quite getting the cue ball side of it, but he's trying to hurt Adam here.
Well, Adam's still a long, long way from getting out here. Even if you can see the red, there's a difference between seeing it and being able to do anything with it.
If he can see it full ball or just past the full ball, he can make it by his hand, and that would be ideal.
Oh, we could? Well...
And he's got the gap. If he's got the gap, this is going to seriously hurt Chris Melling.
I didn't think he could see that side of the red. I thought at most Chris had left him the right side as we looked at it, not the full ball. Well, that is incredible. The one area he'd love to improve on is his pro records, because everything else has been there for him. That's a sledgehammer of a break from Chris Melling there to look to rein in the bazooka almost instantaneously. Chris won't be too hard on himself in that frame. He knows, you know, he's given Adam a bit of a sniff, but Adam's pulled out a great shot and won the frame. And Chris is back on break, back on serve, he'll see it as.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Level scores.
It would be interesting to know if he had his choice again, would he continue to play that extra snooker? Because he could have gone at that point. I think more than anything, he'd probably just be annoyed he didn't quite get the snooker right, and he left Adam a chance to do something to hurt him. Chris is normally very good at just dealing with whatever happens out there. He's actually got a fantastic temperament.
Quick as a flash, it's 1-1.
8 ball.
Cool.
Wow.
Yes.
That was really squared up, and he's got no reward for it.
Yeah, special shout out to Christy Caulfield, because he had a brilliant run on his first ever Ultimate Pool Pro Series, having come up from the Challenges last season. He looked in great shape. Ryan's been improving week on week, it feels like, with Ultimate Pool. As for Arfan and Neil, two world-class players, really, who've sort of made that little extra step up, but still wanting to get that big first win on the Ultimate Pool Series.
Both been close.
Both have been very close.
Both had finals now on the Pro Series. Is there room so he can pop the first yellow? I think that's what he's played on. Or maybe not. I was wondering. So it does go, but he didn't have room to play on the other one, as in he needs to flick the red out the way. That's why he's come back for a better angle.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, this is fine. Just he's going to look for the natural, just to track down past the 8 ball. The angle on this ball in the middle is key. Oh, he's come too far. That's pinged off him. Now he's going to have to. Well, this is going to be fun. What's he got for us?
Yeah, he's got to find some line here. Don't think Chris can believe how lively that cushion's played. Might need a bit of life in the cushions here, because he's going to be using a few of them. 1, 2. Well, the plan was, I think, 3 and maybe 4.
I'll tell you what, if he misses that red, he's got a great line going.
He might still be on this yellow.
No, you can see it. I don't think you can see it to pot. No, there you go. You can see it, but not to pot it.
Alright, well, this is where it gets really fun, because Chris has got his magic sauce bubbling. Is it Jaws? No, he's just gone to cut it along the line.
Yeah, he's so good at that shot. He is the best player in the world at playing that shot, no doubt about it. Not quite get it right this time. He'd be so disappointed. The frame was done, really, from his perspective. He just had to find the one shot to have the angle. I'm just going to check for a foul on this. Was it cushion first? As in, if it's cushion first, it's a foul. Oh, it might be, you know. It might be. We'll see this again slower. Yeah, it's a tough one to call.
Rather you than me, ref.
I think it is just cushion first, and therefore this will be a foul. Will make a difference. Gets cue ball in hand, means he can just open up a red or two here and get a good snooker. He could go if he wanted to as well. Absolutely can go, but doesn't have to go. he could go by putting himself on the one on the cushion and play it as a shot to nothing. If you go the other side of it and stop it dead, you've got red to left centre to follow, and then you've got a route out from there.
It's like you had a wire into his ear there. He's just seen that. That's the route.
Slightly overscrewed it for me, but that's okay. He's got other ways of working here. He can still go in the centre, but might have to go long, or he could just play the snooker. Nothing hasn't landed where he wanted to. He could still lay up. I think that's a sign of how good Adam's feeling tonight in terms of taking that on.
Do you think it's also a sign of who he's playing as well? Because you always tell me, play the table, not the man. But when you're thinking about laying a snooker and you've got Chris Melling in the other chair, do you think, I've got to back myself a bit here?
Yes, possibly, but it would have been such a good snooker whichever way around, and it would have been something seriously special. But then it is Chris Melling, so maybe that is a factor. But I actually think it was just he's feeling good. I really do.
I hope so. He certainly has looked good.
He looked good in the first match, and the way he's gone about this visit, he's showing confidence. Whether he gets there or not, he's confident about getting there.
And this is such a confidence game. And Adam Bassoo, remember, there's a result here away from really throwing the cat among the pigeons. And with 7.5 minutes left of this match, it looks for all the world that he's going to go ahead.
This has been brilliant, hasn't it? What a lovely counter clearance. I know all the yellows are out the way, but he's had to kind of really work it hard, and he just continues to look very good tonight.
He absolutely does. Very impressive.
And it's a brilliant break, but he has work. He has quite a bit of work, actually. Double first shot. Yeah, that's part of it done. The yellows are the colour set. Just had the problem on the left-hand side, which he can deal with here. May have to play it. The one he's just moved. Does the other yellow pass the bottom left as we look? Probably not.
Really does back his potting, Chris Melling, as he should.
Oh, he's going to screw on and off, is he? And try and flick the red. That's a big shot.
Oh, we're in trouble now.
Has a similar feel to the previous frame.
Well, this time we know what he's taking on. He's looking at the yellow into the middle left. He actually made a very similar shot to this, I think in the Champions League before last. Not to be on this occasion. Adam Bassoo has got a real opportunity here. Massive chance.
That's no good. He might have to take the double here. And he didn't really want to take the double. He wanted to deal with the ones at the top of the table, and the ball he'll be doubling now is his penultimate ball. That's okay. The one below the 8 ball still fine from, to get to from other balls, but that's no man's land.
Yeah, he really wanted to be on the red to the top right, because then he leaves a nice angle on the red on the top rail to come down for the one at the bottom. But going coast to coast there off a pretty straight shot wasn't easy. It's looking to float in a double. That's how close he came.
Oh, what a huge 3 minutes we've got right now. But at the end of this frame, in the context of the night, is absolutely monumental.
Often Chris misses pots like that, but you can see how much work he was putting onto the cue ball. It did make it missable, even for a player as good as him.
He's caused Adam a problem though. Covering pockets isn't great in international 8-ball rules, but in this situation actually it has worked out well for Chris. Adam's going to have to play a much better positional shot onto this red now. Doesn't go bottom left.
Only just goes middle right.
Controls that absolutely perfectly. What a shot! I know it's just straight down on a nice line, but controlled it well. Oh my word!
Whoa! Wow!
It always looked on the jaw, but I just thought it was always going to fall in.
Yeah, it was absolutely dead weight, wasn't it? It almost seemed to back those to just drop over the lip. Chris Melling has got away with one in a major way there. And with 2 minutes left, it's going to be 2 each on the scoreboard. Shake of the head from Chris Melling, because I don't think he can believe he's still in this match with how he's played. Oh, how'd you like those? Oh, you'd almost put money on Adam breaking dry there, because that's just how it goes, it feels like.
Interesting here. Chris has got to work the clock. It's a tricky finish. This is where he needs to make sure that he's the only one that can win this match. And if a mistake was to happen, it wouldn't be enough time for the counter. But that's a lovely cannon that makes it a really good chance now. Especially if the two reds together, if the bottom one of those two passes the red to bottom right, then he's all but out here. If not, he does have to play one good positional shot. It tells us that he had to play that good positional shot, but absolutely beautiful one. Got his cannon slightly wrong. Thought he missed that for a second.
I think so did Chris. 3-2. And that almost is that. 17 seconds left. That'll do it. There's a little part of Chris that's such a competitor. He probably would have quite fancied a record clearance there. He wouldn't have been far off it. Got 5 balls through his yellows in 17 seconds. Not bad going. And a wry smile from the magician, who takes control of the group. Adam Bassoo not out of it. He needs a win in his final game. We'll see that next. Chris Melling is a result away from qualification.